guys, my name is Maria. Today for our make and take video, we're making paper art mosaics like so. And so we're gonna go ahead and get started here. You're gonna want a ruler, hardcover or hard surface of some kind, a piece of paper or some sort of template to not create any messes. You're going to want an 8.5 sheet of white paper. This is printer paper, but it could be anything else. It could be smaller, it could be larger, but for instructional purposes, we're going to use this one. We're going to use a pencil, a Sharpie, fine tip preferred, or whatever you have available to you at home. And also any creative mediums you have at home. So I happen to have a box of crayons, so I chose purple and orange. But you just need one to make this the basic color. If you want two or more, you can do that as well. So first you're gonna grab your ruler and you're gonna trace its width, which is about 1 inch, horizontally down your sheet of paper. You're gonna trace it with the pencil, and it should create 7 clear panels if you're using an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, like so. Once you learn how to do this, though, you can alter it. Like I was saying, you can get a bigger paper, a smaller paper. It can be a colored sheet of paper, as long as it's visible. It could even be black, as long as you use something that will contrast and so that it's visible. Just use a white crayon, for example. You can use chalk. So the sky's the limit with these. And whatever you have home. So here you have 7 panels here. I don't know if you can see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now you're going to take the pencil. You're going to create 7 creative lines all over your paper. And so they're meant to be chaotic. So for example, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And so there's curls in there. I did a little lightning bolt in there. There's waves. There's a straight line. So any type of lines, 7 preferred. And then you're going to take your Sharpie and you're going to outline all the lines. And so this will create structure to when you're making your patterns. And it will also stand out when you're done. It gives it that extra oomph. It gives dimension to your otherwise flat piece of paper. And so this project, I actually got the idea from one of my grade school teachers in 3rd grade. We did it for arts and crafts, and for some reason it stuck in my brain. A lot of the inspiration for my crafts come from activities I did as a kid. For instance, we did glass bottle art mosaics in the collaboratory, and that was a Christmas craft we did, I think also in 3rd grade, maybe 6th grade. But it stuck to me, and hopefully you guys enjoy as much as I did. Okay. And so when you're tracing, it doesn't have to be perfect, because you're going to take an eraser, and hopefully there's one on your pencil. If not, any eraser, if you have one at home, will do. To cover up any spare pencil marks that I don't get with the Sharpie here. Okay. So if you're doing this with kids at home too, it's good for supervision so that they get the basic rules down, but also, to prevent any messes if they have questions. This is a type of craft that I think is good for all age groups. Doing it as an adult is still just as fun as when I was in 3rd grade. So hopefully that's the same for you and your kiddos at home. So I got all my lines covered here, and I'm just going to take my eraser and gently go over all the lines I had so it erases any imperfections that were left. And if there's any pencil mark that is left, that's okay too, because your crayon will most likely cover it up when you're coloring. So now you have the basic design, and you're going to want to fill in every other color, every other shape with the colors you choose. So for example, the first one, I want to start with a purple, and that really sets off the pattern. So whatever color you choose first, that's the color you're going to keep using throughout the paper, every other space. So purple, clear, purple. Every other pattern will be the same. So I'm going to fill this first layer in. And that's what the lines are for. So really you want to think of it as you're working one section at a time. So otherwise it's easier to get confused. So you can keep it as is for a simpler look and just fill in every other shape with purple. So keep it purple and white. But I chose orange also because that'll add more color. So you can fill in every other space with the color, like so. And so I'll go ahead and do another panel here. And so because I started the first little space with purple, you're gonna want to start with orange because you don't want the same colors to touch. So purple and purple, orange and orange. It might still happen, but it's preferred for the look not to do that. Okay. There we go. And I'm just filling this in. This is the most time-intensive part. So just doing the work. Just once you have your lines, just coloring it in. You can stretch your hands if they get carpal tunnel, if they get stuck. That's a fine thing to do as well here. So there I filled in the first two panels here. And so hopefully you get the idea of what we would do for the rest. And it will hopefully turn out sort of like this colorful mosaic of sorts. Again, my name is Maria. Thank you guys for watching our make and take. Have a great day.